Hey guys, Clarksville Diggers. We are doing another different type of video today. It's about preserving eggs. Now these are store-bought eggs and they have a much shorter shelf life than fresh farm. I wish I had fresh farm, but there's a way to extend the shelf life of your store-bought eggs if you act quick enough. Now I've already got one box processed, and when we're through we keep it in a cool, dry place. And right now with the winter months is perfect, and it gets very cool. It gets a little bit cold in here, not freezing, so they're not going to freeze. But we already got these, and they're really slimy. You can probably see the shine off of them. I may relocate them because more I think about it, I mean, very possible a mouse might get up there. So I may put those into a box, but I want to keep it right here. Would really like to keep them like that because it would allow air to move around. But how we do this is regular shortening grease. What I do, I get this stuff to melt. Don't want to get it hot. I just want it just to get warm enough where everything will start to melt. We're going to start sloshing that around, because you don't want to put an egg into hot grease, because before you get it to the carton, that dude's going to start becoming a boiled egg. So I got it warm enough, and that will start breaking down and become clear. And I'll just go ahead and put that over there. It doesn't really take much. Now I've already got a bunch of eggs in here already greased up. They're about slicker than a greased pig at a fair. I still like to get them. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and do another run through. Sometimes when this needs to be a little bit more thinner. But what I do, sometimes I was just getting and dumping it in, rolling it, but there's really no need. I'll get a little bit of this. These little gloves are for more reasons than one. Not only to keep it off your hands, but it builds up on the gloves, and you can do multiple rubs on eggs without having to use too much shortening. Now this is regular Crisco shortening. Now like I said, the farm fresh eggs, they've got a special covering. There was a name for it, and I can't think of it right off the bat. But when they go to market, when eggs go to market and they go to the companies, they rinse these and soak them, and they get that kind of a birth material off of it. It's a protective covering on the eggs. And the things that kills the eggs faster than anything is oxygen and sunlight. And so what this is doing, this is an old method of preserving eggs. This is sealing that egg. Make sure that there's no area that's exposed where oxygen can still get into the egg. Now I've already got a few of these already in here. So we're going to start putting them in. I like to go back and slide it through my hand one more time to get some of that build up and just double check and make sure that everything is greased up. All it takes is one small little area to be exposed, and that oxygen get into that egg, and it causes it to spoil. Now eggs, store-bought eggs, a lot of times you can keep them into the refrigerator for quite a while. But I'm sure some of you have gotten an egg out of the refrigerator, opened it up, and that thing was rotted. It was spoiled. I know I have. Like I said, farm fresh eggs have a longer shelf life. But these, if you do it properly, you're good definitely 6 months. Can you imagine? Open the egg up 6 months. It works. Times that we're in, these crazy times, it's good to have a few little luxuries. You know, we've just seen locally, just recently in political history and everything going on. But the economy is in a bad position. And things can happen real quick. And certain individuals in certain positions are saying that it could very well happen. Well, Clarksville diggers and Mrs. Clarksville diggers, we're going to have eggs. That's right. I've got about 2 more cartons out there I still need to do. But we roll these dudes up. I had a cracked egg. Actually, I had about 3 of them in this thing. We was at the store, the cashier's lady. I remember hearing her saying something, oops. And I think she bumped the eggs. Accidents happen. I'm not going to hold it against nobody. I sure hate to throw away 3 or 4 eggs. Well, that's it. On one, we got them rolled. And probably what I'll do about once a month, I may go back, I may pick them up, just kind of roll them in my hand a little bit, and re-smear, because all of this shortening, that's going to solidify. It's going to turn into a real thick, whitey paste, and that's what seals your eggs. But I might pick them up, just kind of roll it and warm it up a little bit in my hand, just to make sure it's all sealed. Probably might even flip them over, probably about every month and a half. These eggs are guaranteed to be good. Like I say, a cool, dry place. And right now, my garage is about the best area. And then, when you're through, date it. These are dated January the 7th, 2021. Like I said, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Probably July and August, if these survive that long. If we don't eat them, definitely June. I guarantee those things will be good. But that's when spring. So probably we'll consume these just as spring's starting to come. When it's starting to warm up, these babies will be gone. But at least for the winter months, this is going to hold. And this I always guarantee we got us some eggs. Okay, I got a new carton out. And what I do, I inspect them. Keep my fingers crossed that there's no cracks. I've lost a few eggs. It'd be nice to have the whole carton. So far, so good. Be People say, how did you know how to do stuff like this? Well, I'm country, but I've got a brain and I research. I don't have to wait for somebody to, I get curiosity. I see other people doing stuff like this. It's like, you know what, if they can do it, so can I. And it's been proven it works. And I still like to get a little bit of canola spray. Don't spray heavy. Spray a little bit to put in these little containers. Because that's a little bit different than the shortening. And that'll kind of help the egg, because if I glob an egg pretty heavy with that shortening, I put it in, that shortening hardens, that's going to stick in that container. So a little bit of film of a different oil, that'll keep them from sticking. Okay, here's what we do. Okay, that's not hot. This is one way I've done it. Put it in there and roll it around. And roll that thing around like so. You gotta make sure. Work that thing through your hand just like it's coming out naturally. Every square inch, or if you want to go politically correct, I guess every little centimeter or whatever of area, it's got to be covered. Now I've got enough on my gloves. That's where these gloves come in handy too. If not, I just put a little bit right there. Roll that puppy around. That's right. It's like trying to grab a greased pig at a rodeo. Whew. I've had the egg shoot out of my hand one time. First time I was doing that, and that dude went boink. Oh, that was a mess. But I like to do it by just put them in my gloves, have enough build up in my gloves. It don't get it as thick. And I don't have to go back. But I can feel when there's not enough shortening on there, it starts kind of dragging on my glove. That's when it tells me that I need some more oil. I'll do just a little bit. Put a little bit right there. Don't take much. But you gotta really slide all around it. You can't just, because these eggs, they don't roll that easy. When I thought it was a crack, but it was a hair. Whew, thank goodness. These things don't roll that easy, so you gotta force it. And I've got enough grease on my gloves, so oh, there we go. Y'all seen it. I wished I could have saved that for the dog. Man, oh man. Oops. Wow. They do get slick, folks. They do get slick. I'm going to have to take an egg out of our other carton in the refrigerator to make up for it. And I've been replacing some of the broken ones with the ones we had in the refrigerator. Now I have to go to the store and get Mama some more eggs. But that's what we're doing. Need just a little bit more here. Get that and roll that up. Like I said, these things get slick. Hoo-wee. Man, that looks a mess. Y'all want to see it? Think I'm lying? Oh, Lord have mercy. No, I ain't lying. This country boy don't lie. I might stretch the truth a little bit, but I won't lie. It's like a saying my daddy used to say when I was a kid, and he used to confuse the you know what out of me. He'd say, son, I might not always be right, but I'm never wrong. Y'all ever heard that? I didn't know what it meant for the longest time. I thought my dad was crazy. Well, it was. I was crazy that I didn't understand it. My dad, he was a smart man. He tried his best to give me some shortcuts in decision making, but I didn't listen to him. I had to learn things the hard way. But I learned. But it's pretty easy. That's all you do. Get these eggs and coat them up real good. Slide them around. Get a good film all over it, especially on the ends. Make sure every bit of that egg is covered. And then put it back in the carton in a cool, dry place. And let them sit. I'll run over this egg. This is one that was setting for a while. After a while, that'll really start getting solid. And that protects. What that does, that keeps that oxygen from getting into the egg. And we put them right back in the carton. Except this carton is going to be short one egg. You know what happened to that one. Clarksville Digger's got a little sloppy on the handling. Should have known better. There's a few things that we like to do. Kind of be ready. And if nothing happens, we got eggs. Or we may have some beans. Or we may have some rice. And if we don't need it, well, it means we don't have to go to the store for a while, right? Okay. I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to get me one more egg out of the refrigerator. I'm going to slick it up, put it in there so I got a full carton. But that's how we do it. Then I'll date it and I'll put it out there with the rest of them. So I just want to share that with you. If y'all like to eat a lot of eggs at the house, you just don't have a lot of room in the refrigerator. But you know, you always thought about preserving. That's how you do it. Like I say, those things definitely will be good for 6 months. That's a guarantee. If you keep it in a cool, dry place. Now I've got to go clean this egg up before the dogs come. Okay, we finally got all of them done. I've got 8 cases. Each contains 18 eggs. So that would be about 36. Wait, no. 18, 8, 16. About 96 eggs there. Like I said, I just want to share a little quickie with you. of me doing eggs. Y'all have a blessed day. Joanne and I said bye. When something else comes up, we definitely will share it with you. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.